I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I'm so cold-blooded. I fear nobody, I fear nobody. I walk like a champion.
Before I ask questions, I would say let's just share a little bit about what that was about for people who didn't read the article before we really get into it.
That happened right after I left Republic. And it was probably, I think I left Republic in October, right? So I was going through like a little moment. I'm like, you know, as any artist, it was like, because I left and I didn't leave like with like a plan B or anything. I just left because I was like, I got to.
I was going to say, before we get to the Kanye, I did want to kind of ask you about the label stuff. You want to talk about that now or after?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, however you feel like, yeah.
Because I do want to ask, like, you know, that's always a benchmark for a lot of people, especially upcoming here, trying to get that label and all that stuff. So I want to say, I do kind of want to hear your experiences throughout kind of the whole thing, like the joy of being signed, like the experience on it, and then you know how it was kind of splitting.
A lot of people do have like horrible experiences with labels. I won't say I had horrible experiences with Republic at all. I can't say that. Republic has, opened so many doors for me, right? And as far as like my L's, like the pros and the cons list for me is like, it was like, you know what I mean? It was just more so how shit was set up for me. And not for nothing, if I had like better cards, and I'm not even talking about like my contract or anything, literally, I'm talking about just the circumstances that I was in.
Yeah. Life happens.
If I had, I'd probably still be with them right now, because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, and this is not me, I'm a little sauced right now, and I typically don't talk about myself like this. I had everything they wanted in an artist, right? I had somebody that could make shit for music. Somebody that could make shit for movies, video games, clubs.
I mean, literally, you had that Madden, Spiderverse.
I can perform, right? But this is the thing,
High
right?
man Keys out here.
I had probably like the worst, as far as like my team goes, the worst communication. My A&R lived in LA. I didn't even have her number, right? And she's supposed to be like
your liaison.
You know what I'm saying? She lived in LA, didn't even have her number. Then she rarely communicated with my project manager, because mind you, now she had Ariana Grande at the time. She had The Weeknd at the time. She had Jonas Brothers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. It's like, what the fuck? Like, why would she even
take you at that point?
Up think about me? Yeah. Why would she wake up think about me? And this is not even shade. It was just I understood what, and I felt like, yo, and at that point, even while I was with them, I tried to even switch A&Rs. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, yo, I want a young cat. I'm like, yo,
someone who's hungry like you.
And then they'd be with it. Then they found out, like, yo, I talk to other A&Rs. I'm like, yo, bro, what you think about taking me on? They're like, hell yeah, bro. They're like, who's your A&R? Then I say her name, and they be like, oh shit. She was a top dog. Yeah. She was like a top dog.
So they can't poach from her.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She was like a top dog. So I'll be like, they're like, who your A&R? I'm like, I'll say her name. They'll be like, oh. They'll be like, oh, I don't know. No bullshit. Literally everybody I went to had that same reaction, bro. So it's like.
Some big worm shit.
And I was like, bro, and then I didn't even have my own PR. It was like a lot of shit that I didn't have, bro. And it's like, sometimes I'll talk to my project manager, who's still my people's. Shout outs to Katina, by the way. Like, I talk to her every now and then. I talk to her and I'll be like, yo, we're trying to do this. I don't know if they told you this. She's like, nobody told me that. I'll be like, yo, do you have the so-and-so for the so-and-so? She's like, why would I have that? I'm like, yeah, no, they told me they was going to send you the... Nobody sent me that. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
So communication is key.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It was like, and I know so many people whose situations, like so many signees that signed whose situations wasn't like that. Everybody they had was in that same building. I had people in 4 different states. 4 different buildings. You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
It was an uphill battle.
It was like... So it was us. It was me, Keith, Zach. It was us,
It was
bro.
y'all basically creating everything by ourselves.
It was us, bro.
Little help.
And it's like... Yeah, like... I don't know. But anyway, so... As far as my experiences, that was probably the worst part of it. Aside from that, bro, you know what I'm saying? I got to link up with so many people. I made so many relationships. I got those people on my phone whenever I need to holler at them. I had, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I got the What's Up Danger. You know, that shit is like a a big moment in my life in general. The just being able to be a part of that movie, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And even outside of like just the movie aspect of it, like the Mets holler at you for like their walk up.
You're in the
to
Marvel
first
universe, dog. Like you're in the Marvel universe.
crazy,
like
right?
that's wild
Like
to think about.
It's stamped. Like now, like when people like watch Spiderverse. And he's about to jump off the building. Then they hear the.
Yeah, y'all seen this shit on Twitter?
Damn.
He jumps off the building with the swagger of only a black team. It's like a Twitch streamer when he's playing the new Spider-Man for the first time.
Bro.
And he was like, the way he jumps backwards off a building with the swagger of a black team.
The swagger of a black team.
John,
Wild.
please tell me you saw the video of they were basically that making fun of it, but it was Spider-Man jumping off the building with the swagger of a middle-aged white guy.
Yeah.
And it was just Spider-Man jumping off a building, and he just fell to the ground. Just what?
Nah, that's hilarious.
Oh man, but yeah, I can imagine, bro. That's like that's huge. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that like
You made the most of a not the best situation.
Yeah, and not for nothing, it was like a pretty good situation. Like, you know what I mean? But it was just the circumstances were just so ass, bro. And it started being ass the minute the person who signed me left. Because actually, my actual A&R is not the one who signed me. I just kind of got dropped off to her. Not for nothing, she fucked with me, but like
She had a lot on her plate.
she had mad shit. The nigga that signed me was passionate about me. That was the top. Shout out to Naeem, by the way. That he's like, you know what I'm saying? And he fucked with me, bro. But he got a promotion as soon as he signed me. He got promoted to like a bigger position in Universal. So he had to like, damn. You know what I mean?
It's like going D1, but the coach that recruited you basically
Exactly.
Yo,
Literally.
I was that thing. I was like, yo, that's like
Literally.
going to a team and the
Literally.
GM draft you, and the new GM come in, Sam Darnold.
Same shit. Yep, exactly.
Man, Joe Judge don't fuck with that.
Yeah, bro.
I don't watch sports.
That was good. That was good.
My son comfortable now.
Nigga said
The moment you start hitting the soundboard, you comfortable up here.
Right, exactly.
He know the soundboard better than me. I just be
bro.
pushing buttons.
JT be like, can someone please?
Can somebody do that one over there? Yeah, you know what I mean.
JT's like when you put your girl onto tracks and be like, can you just play the one that I like in the car?
You know the one where he's going da 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 da.
Yeah. Yo, I'm crying.
No, so then like how did leave up to like when you were leaving and then like we gonna do this timeline, you know what I mean? Like leaving going into everything going wrong, those circumstances.
Definitely talk about like how that like precipitated too.
It was
SAT
it
word.
was right after, not right after, but after What's Up Danger drop, we had like a little, between me and my team, we had like a little disagreement on what songs we should drop next. I had one song ready to go with the same producers, everything, Black Caviar that I did What's Up Danger with. And I'm like, yo, I'm not going to try to fix something that ain't broken. We made something crazy together. They had another song in mind. It's like this pop record that I initially actually wanted to sell. But the plans changed and now they want me to drop. Mind you, like, this wasn't a record that I'm ever planning on keeping for myself. I made it as a reference record for whoever was making that kind of music.
Okay.
It's this super pop record called Oh My, right? It's a beautiful song, but for me, it's like, all right, cool. So we had like a little thing. We were going back and forth. I was trying to put my foot down a little bit. It didn't work. I lost that battle. They ended up dropping Oh My. Then, when they dropped Oh My, they dropped it with no marketing plan. Why? Because there was no communication. Nobody gave a shit. Everybody was like, yo, What's Up Danger is doing well. We're going to drop this song.
Ride the coattails.
But that's not, even I knew that's not how it was going to work. And I don't even watch the numbers. Like, they literally have that shit right in front of them every day. I'm like, yo, I don't watch the numbers, and I know people that listen to What's Up Danger aren't just going to click on that song. There got to be something behind it. That's the type of time they was on. They was on some shit like, let's just throw that song out. What's Up Danger was doing 600 streams a day at that point. No, not 600, 600,000, pause.
Complex.
600,000 streams a day at that point.
Yeah.
A day, right? So that shit was going crazy, bro. And I'm like, they're like, oh, let's throw this song out. Maybe they... I'm like, nah, it's not going to happen that way. Because first of all, the people that listen to that song don't even necessarily... wasn't really checking for me at that point. They were just checking for the song.
Yeah.
Because I was paying attention.
You were checking for Spider-Man.
I was paying attention to... checking for Spider-Man. I was paying attention to my followers and the streams, and it didn't add up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool. So we got to figure something else out. We got to give them the same formula again, at least. And then make it be like, at least feed those fans. They'd be like, oh, this nigga's 2 for 2. He gave us 2 things that we like. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Cause I gave him something that
Sounds pretty logical to me.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
Champion. Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Champion. That was the record I made to follow up after What's Up Danger, right? The one that y'all heard.
Yes.
So and
The one
that's
that y'all heard.
and it's with same producer. So that was my thing, and they went with the other record, whatever. And sure enough, it didn't pan out. Like there was no marketing. They literally just uploaded the song, barely even posted it. You
Can't
know
do
what I mean?
surprise drops unless you Beyonce.
Bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
exactly, because at the point, like I mean, you put it perfectly. Nobody's really checking for you. They're just checking
they
for
was checking for the song. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, can we just figure something else? And at least if you have an idea of a song that you want to put out, so put a marketing plan. Bro, the only bit of marketing that was done for it, I did myself. I shot my own little promo video myself. We dropped it on Women's Empowerment Month, which is March.
Yeah.
So I was like, Women's Appreciation Month, not Empowerment. Women's Appreciation Month. So I did this little thing, like a slideshow of women, a teacher, a nurse, people in my family, shit like that. And I mean, it was like a little thing, but I did that. And it was like, they literally didn't present anything. You know what I'm saying? And I really I blame that on the lack of communication and everything, or care for like me as an artist. They were really just trying to get their last buck off of, they say, What's Up Danger is going crazy, let's do this. They really didn't care about developing Blackway. And that's what I realized. Like, I don't know if I blame that on What's Up Danger, but I feel like it was such a big record that they were more so just, I don't know, it was weird, bro. It was a weird thing. You gotta really pay attention when you with these labels sometimes. They'll try to they'll focus on some things that might not necessarily be in your best interest. It might make you a couple of dollars. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the money's not worth, the recognition.
Bro,
Obviously.
It's
for them,
almost
for
like,
them, it's money. Money talks. That's it.
you know. So after that point, I was like, I spoke to my people. I'm like, yo, I gotta get up out of there. And literally at that point, there was like a budgetary thing. Drake was about to drop Scorpion. You know what I'm saying? Ariana Grande was about to drop. Like a lot of top people were about to drop, and there was like a budgetary thing, and they were like, yo, the new signees, we might not have bread for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got to put bread over here. So a lot of shit was on hold, and I think it was perfect timing because that was around the time that I wanted to leave. So they were like, all right, so we can make it amicable. Like you can dip. You can actually dip and go to Def Jam. That's another label under Universal.
Yeah.
You can dip and go to Def Jam. You can dip and just dip. You don't got to pay us nothing back. Obviously, I had an advance from. You don't got to pay us nothing back. And it is what it is.
So
you know what I'm
basically
saying?
just shook hands and that was
Bro, that's it. It was not. It was amicable, bro. There was no ill will. I still talk to a lot of them over there. There was one of them was at my listening party. You know what I'm saying?
Don't never burn any
Yeah,
bridges,
that's it.
yo.
Nah,
That's it.
hell
That's a
no.
fact.
Hell no.
Networking scheme, man. That's
You know
it,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it's like, I ended up dipping up out of there. I was like kind of down for a bit because I'm like, yo, this shit could have went so crazy if there was niggas that actually cared about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If there was niggas there that actually cared about me, especially following up off of the What's Up Danger, and I had all the energy in the world,
Time
bro.
and place, man. Time and place.
So it's like,
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion.